Oh, guys, this is great. Really impressive. Great to see that we're using our facilities to introduce football to a bunch of kids who have clearly never seen a football before in their lives. I mean, the skills aren't great, granted, but, they'll improve. And I think we need to do more of this. Can we do more of this? Pardon? What? This is the new youth intake candidates? Oh, God. Hey guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 5, Episode 6 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United, and today we have a Carabao Cup quarter-final against Brighton, and then of course we play Arsenal in the Premier League, last year's league runners-up, a big game for us, that one as well. But we start with the youth intake preview, and it's not great. In fact, it's incredibly poor. Not a single green aspect of it. It's all yellow. We don't have a great number of players coming through in any single position. We have no defensive midfielders. The fullbacks are crap. The crop of wide midfielders doesn't look good. Most of our attacking midfielders come through look to be below the required standard. There are very few good wingers. Most of our new strikers coming through look like they will fall short of the required standard. And this is a mediocre group of players coming through. I think that's the opposite of the golden generation. So, otherwise, the academy looks good. It's really, really frustrating because if you look at our facilities and everything is state-of-the-art. We've got the best, academy coaching, the best youth recruitment, and apparently we're wasting our time. Anyway, guys, there's a lot of games to catch you up on, so let's get on with that. We've got the first game here was our Europa League match against Fenerbahce. Anything other than defeat would mean top of the group. We got an early goal thanks to David Baker at the back post. We doubled our lead moments later when Ruiz's safe shot fell for Edmondson. And we got a third on the hour mark thanks to Vervaeke. So there we go, a much, much better performance than the last two we saw against the Manchester clubs last episode. They barely registered a shot on goal. I think they had Get Stuck In on as well. But Baker, Edmondson and Vervaeke with the goals. Look at those match ratings, a really, really good performance. Next up, we played Leicester in the league. We took the lead early when Bowen crossed for Haaland, but we were forced to share the point when a loopy header found the back of the net. So there we go, a game that we really should have won, to be honest. We had the better of the game. Their goalkeeper made some incredible saves. He was he was almost their best player, almost the best player on the field as a matter of fact. And their goal was a little bit of a strange one, wasn't it? Just like a loopy header. I don't really understand how it managed to find its way past Onana. But they're a decent team. I think they were third or fourth in the league at the time we played them at home. You'd like to think we would have won, but we should have won, and you just get games like this sometimes during the season, don't you? Next up, we played a bit of a preview to the Carabao Cup quarter-final because we played Brighton. Abel Ruiz gave us the lead from the spot before Edmondson doubled the lead just before half-time, blocking an attempted clearance. We secured the points after the break through Max Dean. So this was a good performance, I'd say a good half a performance really. We defended really well. You can see there, they didn't really threaten us at all. But you've got to say the goals were, either set pieces or a little bit lucky in the case of Edmondson. So Ruiz's penalty, Edmondson's blocked goal, I guess, and the Max Dean goal at the end there. Well, not the end, but the final goal. Good solid win, but maybe flattered us a little bit, the scoreline. Next up, who did we play next? We played Wolves in the league. A single goal won the points late on when Bowen teed up Louis Coyle. This felt like a big win. We really should have won by more. We missed so many chances in this one, but we got the breakthrough in the end. And it felt like a big win. Louis Coyle, how many times have we seen him step up at the end and just lash one into the back of the net? It was an important goal for us. We really never looked like losing the game. You can see their goalkeeper was one of the better players on the field. We just missed so many chances, but we didn't pay a price. We got the 3 points. Next up, we went to Belgrade to play Red Star in the final Europa League group game. We got an early lead when Baker crossed for Vervaeke. Bogac doubled our lead midway through the first half. And Wan Bissaka played in Baker for our third a minute later. Before John Suter made it 4 before the break. Vervaeke got a fifth on the hour. And Bogac found him in space to complete his hat-trick. And what a performance that was. We were just too good for Red Star. 6-0. Vervaeke with a hat-trick. Bogac, Baker and Suter with the goals. Look at these match ratings. Everybody did well. We had Williams-Aski in goal, the youngster. He did quite well. Made a couple of decent saves. You can see they had 2 shots on target there. David Baker continues to just look a world star all of a sudden. We've given him a chance, and he's taken it with both hands, hasn't he? It just continues to score goals and look good out there. And just a really, really good performance to top off the group. That, of course, meant we were top of the group. Well, the Fenerbahce win meant that. Final game to catch you up on. It was Nottingham Forest away in the Premier League. We took an early lead thanks to Haaland at the back post. And we were 2-0 up at the break when some nice build-up play found Bowen in space. Mariba and Haaland combined for Elland to get our third after half-time, before Forest pulled one back. But Under smashed in our fourth to ensure a comfortable win. And there we go, another good performance, more goals. Haaland, Bowen, Alina and Under at the end there with a nice one as well. Again, absolutely dominated the game. Alina came in to play the number 10 role in this one, played it expertly. And yeah, just another really good performance. Have a quick look at what all that means for the league table. We are second, only a point back of Manchester United, and goal difference continues to be our friend. That's not quite double, but almost double the rest of the next best in the league. We did end up finishing top of the Europa League group. We haven't got the draw for the next round yet. That must be coming up shortly. What we do have the draw for, though, is the FA Cup third round. We're away to Norwich. Now, Norwich are a Premier League team, I think, aren't they? Yeah, they're sort of struggling down there. So, away makes it a little bit tougher, but you'd like to think we can get the job done. But it's all about this right now, the Carabao Cup quarter-final at home to Brighton. Let's have a look what we're up against here. We are evens favourites, which you'd probably expect. We've won 4, drawn 2, and lost 1 of our previous meetings. They're a Sean Dyche coached team these days. Mr. Dyche there is, again, he always looks decent, doesn't he? Maybe it's that stat there, isn't it? The attacking and maybe the technical that is what's holding him back from being a great manager. But a balanced, direct playing style, more urgent pressing. Nelson's reporting this is how they played against us when we played them. They got a bit of a touch-up by Liverpool last time. And we can see here, they do tend to attack sort of right centre of the pitch. But we can see all their ins and outs there. And this is the team that we are sending out. It is, it's Onana in goal, it's Brad Darich, it's Suter, Wood and Wan-Bissaka, it's McCalmont and it's Bogac in midfield, it's Baker, the star of the season I'd almost say so far, or the unsurprised star perhaps, Ruiz and Valverde, and it's Edmondson that goes up top for this one. Ideally we would have had Max Dean in defence instead of Wood, but he's suspended for this one, and you'll notice Renier's back on the bench as well, he's back from injury, only just, not really match sharp, so we might look to give him some minutes here, but that's how we're expecting to play. That's how they played against us last time we played them. Jadem says go out there and prove a point. I think we've been on a good run lately, boys. Just keep the good times rolling here. We had a little bit of a hiccup, but I think we've got ourselves back on track. And here we go. Of course, it's not Wembley on the line here because, well, as we know, Carabao Cup semi-finals are a two-legged affair, but it would be it will put us a tie away from Wembley. If we could get there. I think Liverpool are still in. I think they beat Manchester United. There was probably the scores down here pre-game, but I think they beat Manchester United, and I don't think there's too much else off the top of my head that's left in the competition. So, yeah, we'll wait and see on that one. Now, this is kind of what Brighton did against us last time. They sit back, they look to hit us on the break. It might just be a case of getting that first goal. Bogac over a free kick. It's a decent one, and Nathan Woods, New England international, of course. That happened. Was that last episode? And he's put that one over the bar. Here we go again from a corner. Bogac to take. It's again decent. It's straight into Matty Ryan's hands. What a goalkeeper he is. Go on, Matty Ryan. If you can let a few in here, though, for us now, that would be nice. Put a bit of pressure on. Lumps it forward. It's a decent outball, actually. And we might just be in a little bit of trouble here. Can we get a block in? We can. Bogac is back there. The cross still comes in. It's headed away by Wood. Not completely clear. And a little bit of luck there, perhaps. What do we want to change here? I'm wondering if we hit some early balls into the box, if they're going to sit back and look to be annoying. Can we get a foot in here somewhere, please? Oh, that should be intercepted easily by Baker. All right, turn and go, son. What's he got for us? What's he got? David Baker, that's ambitious. Very, very ambitious. Let's tell him to concentrate here. We haven't seen I mean, they've hit the post, but other than that, we haven't seen too much from them. You just wonder... Yeah, you just wonder what to do here. Disappointing. All right, let's go with a calm disappointing. I'm not angry, guys. I'm just disappointed. And we'll get back out there. I'm wondering as well, actually, let's take it off, exploit the flanks. Let's maybe go back to work the ball into the box. It's difficult when you're not getting too many highlights to see exactly what we're doing wrong. Wood. Oh, there it is. Nathan Wood, third goal of the season. That is a really, really good start to the second half, and hopefully now that'll be enough. They'll have to come out, or if they keep sitting back, then that's fine. They can sit back if they want and lose 1-0. That's fine by us. Good climb, wasn't it, by Nathan Wood? Good header. Could the goalkeeper have done a little bit better? It's always tough off corners, isn't it? If your weight's going the wrong way. And let's face it, Matt Ryan, absolute legend of the game. Or certainly in my world he is anyways. Bit of pressure there. No, clears the ball again nicely. It's Wood there to intercept that ball over the top. Bogac goes early for Edmondson. Edmondson's in, and Edmondson scuffs his shot. And it remains 1-0. Another highlight. Wan-Bissaka with a throw. In for Bogac. That's a decent ball. Edmondson's there, and that's only just over the bar as well. It might be one of these. Just concentrate here, boys. We're getting a lot of chances now. We're not taking them, are we? Valvake. Really hot and cold, Valvake, isn't he? Hat-trick last time out, and this time he doesn't look like he knows what a football is. Alright, so we've got another highlight here. I'm wondering, we'll bring Liao on for Edmondson up top, I think. Bogac, decent ball. Edmondson. Again, not taking his chance, and I think that's just signs are there, isn't it? It's just not his day. We'll take him off. We could bring Renier on for some game time here, actually, and we know what we could do. We could move. Valverde's just not having a day, is he? So we'll do that. Getting a few minutes into Renier's legs here. 20 minutes to go. Because I was thinking of starting Alina against Arsenal in any case, just because he's a little bit more match sharp. But yeah, not a classic performance so far. We've again had lots and lots of chances, but we've failed to take them. They've lumped that one forward. Wan-Bissaka picks that up. Back in there for Woods. Can we build and go here? Over there for Baker. Baker goes back for Wan-Bissaka for Bogac. Bogac for Renier. Renier sprays a wonderful pass out there for Abel Ruiz on the left now, of course. Ruiz back for Brad Darich. Brad Darich, decent. Baker, back post. Oh, I thought it was in, but it was the old substitute thing coming down again. Gets me every time. Let's go back to positive. I wonder if we just start and slow it down a little. We'll be 86th minute. We'll just start and slow it down a little bit here, I think. There's no need to go for a second goal. We don't need it. We'd like it, but we don't need it, do we? Can we just give it a concentrate? Just get us across the line here, boys. Not convincing by any stretch of the imagination, but a good, solid performance. We're okay defensively. We really didn't break them down, did we? We relied on a set piece, but we got there in the end, and that's the main thing. So there we go. Leeds United secure victory at Elland Road. We win the quarterfinals. Sometimes a Sean Dyche team will do that to you, won't they? They make it difficult. Put a bit of pressure on. Bogac had quite a good game, actually, didn't he? So well done to him. And if we have a look at the other quarterfinals there, so it is, we won. So Norwich beat Hull, that's fair enough. Watford beat Everton and Liverpool at Man United. So it's Norwich, again, could we have them in 2 cup games in a row here? Watford or Liverpool. I don't think you'd rather have Liverpool one off in a final, wouldn't you, than over 2 legs in a semi. But we'll take Norwich or Watford. Guys, wait right there, though. We have Arsenal coming up next in the league. Okay, guys, welcome back. Now, we do have our semi-final opponent for the EFL Cup, and it is Norwich. So we've avoided Liverpool. Hopefully we won't play them. Hopefully we'll play Watford in the final. But hopefully, we'll get past Norwich, and then we can deal with Liverpool when we get to them, if we get to them at Wembley. So that is that. Other news is that Jose Mourinho's been sacked by Manchester City. So there'll be a new Manchester City manager, but we have to worry about Arsenal. We're at home to them. We can see they're struggling down here a little bit in 7th in the league. And one thing that it's worth pointing out, now we've got a game in hand right now. Obviously, this Arsenal game was where the last game, as you can see here, of the weekend. But there's a nice little gap opening up between us in 3rd and Leicester City down there in 5th. 7 points, which will only extend with anything we get from this game. So that bodes well for, getting into the Champions League. But really, I think we've got to be looking up right now and maybe looking to challenge for this title. So what are we up against here in Arsenal? I hear you say they're still an Unai Emery coach team, a balanced standard playing style. Unai Emery, of course, a decent manager. Always confused me why it didn't work out for him at Arsenal in real life. I really thought he'd make a success of that. Lineup, this is how we're expecting them to play. They did draw 0-0 against Crystal Palace last time out. They are struggling a little bit right now in the league, so let's hope that we can keep those struggles going. There's their heat map. Their key passes and their pass network and their key passes as well tend to be in and around the penalty area. This is a team that we're sending out. We've gone back to, we rotate like we tend to do. This is more of the stronger team though. So it's Onana in goal, Brad Darich, Pomgranic, Suter and Coyle as the back four. It's Phillips and Mariba in midfield. It's Under, it's Renier gets the start ahead of, I chickened out and I've gone with Renier instead of Alina. It's Bowen and it's Alfie Erling Haaland up top. Alfie Haaland hasn't been a player for about 20 years that I've been aware of, so I don't understand why that's what comes out naturally, but it just keeps happening time and time again. There we go, we can see the way they're lining up. Guendouzi, of course, who is leaving to go to Atletico Madrid for 150-odd million, so among the last games for him, because we're sort of in late December at this point. Jardem says expected to prove a point today. We owe Arsenal what happened last time. Just play an actual game. Let's play out revenge a little bit. Apparently last time we played them, they beat us. Given they came second in the league last year, that's perhaps not a surprise. And here we go. Now, this is Louis Coyle's 125th league appearance for Leeds United, so a good player he's been for us, hasn't he? The one thing I did want to say too quickly is that obviously if we're getting into December, transfer window will open. It'll be open almost done probably by the end of next episode. Where do you think we need to strengthen, if anywhere? Mariba's been caught in possession there, and are we going to get hit on the break here? I'm not quite sure what we're doing. What that is defending. Oh, boys, that is horrible defending. Mariba ended up getting back to almost make up for his mistake. Yeah, where do we think we need to strengthen? I'm not too... Haaland! Oh, he's put it in the back of the net. 13th goal for Erling Haaland, and we're 1-0 up in the 5th minute. Unfortunately, I think I just hit get creative as that highlight started, so my reaction to the goal is not going to be concentrate. It's not going to be more of that, please, boys. It's going to be get creative. So let's hope that doesn't backfire on us. Yeah, but I was saying about transfers. I'm not too concerned about anywhere, particularly in the squad. Our defense is, I think if you look at attribute-wise, defensively is probably where defense is where we're weakest. But we're not doing too badly at the moment. We're scoring goals a little bit more inconsistently than I would like, but we are scoring for fun. Maybe you'd look at right back, but we just put in Wan-Bissaka, who's done fine. He had a bad game against Man United last episode, but otherwise he's been okay. Cross comes in. Yeah, we don't look too good defensively just now, do we? And that is away, and I'm going to say they look like they're attacking with a little bit more width than I was expecting, so let's do that. And we've got another highlight here. But yeah, I'm not too worried about any particular position. We did have a little bit of an injury crisis in wide areas, but realistically, that's because Under and Abel Ruiz both got injured at the same time. Chances are that's not going to happen again. And even when it did, we saw David Baker step up, and we've sort of unearthed someone that looks, oh, this Rue Paul looks quite good, doesn't he? I'm wondering if we do this. They're just walking through us a little bit too comfortably right now, aren't they? Alright, let's see if we can defend the corner. We don't want them getting back on level terms if we can help it. Obviously, that goes without saying. That's the point of football, isn't it? And that's a good block. Who was that? Someone there. Body on the line. Excellent stuff. Let's tell him to concentrate. Brad Darrich is looking nervous. He wants more football, and every time he plays now, he looks nervous out there. It's not the way to win yourself games, mate. Coyle over a free kick, lumps it forward. Is Haaland going to get onto that? He is. Erling Haaland, can he double the lead? Oh, can he ever? He looks a god right now. 14th of the season for Erling. And what a goal that was. Absolute brute strength and power, wasn't it? It was I wouldn't say a nothing ball from Coyle, but it wasn't particularly creative. He's just bullied the defender out of the way and then just bullied the ball into the back of the net as well. Stunning stuff from Erling Haaland. Again, let's tell him to concentrate. And we're 2-0 up, 24 minutes in. And a game that I wouldn't say we've even had 50% of the highlights in, which, we're essentially looking relatively comfortable on the scoreboard. Here we go with Renier. He goes past one man. What can he do? Erling Haaland's there. It's tackled away. A good tackle, to be fair, as well. Guendouzi comes the other way. And are we going to see a little bit more Arsenal attack here? They've gone over our heads. We've got someone getting back. Onana's there. Makes the save. And it's an offside flag, it looks like, as well. Are we a little bit too high up, perhaps, is what I instantly think, having seen that. Here we go again. Another Arsenal highlight. Get that away. We can, kind of, but not really. Danger's still there. Come on, boys. Get a foot in. Arsenal still have possession. They're probing away. Their fullbacks getting forward are killing us. Under's done really well there to get the block in. He's done really well to clear it to Bowen. And here we go on the break. Bowen and Haaland are up there. Go on, Jared Bowen. Pick your man, mate. Pick your man. He goes himself. And that was a little bit selfish. And we do come straight back for another highlight. There's a part of me that thinks we shouldn't be attacking right now. We have a 2-goal lead. We look as though we might be second best. And we should probably be a little bit more sensible here. We'll wait and see what happens from this highlight. They're going a little bit more attacking. Mariba's lunged in there. Smith Rowe is looking an absolute god amongst men on this field. And Can't quite get it done. All right, you know what we're going to do? We are going to change things here because it's looking a little bit too open for my personal liking. So let's drop Phillips back in. Renier, I think, can drop back in as well. Now, what do we want to do with you position-wise? Here, you've got to be the attacking playmaker. Mariba, can you go box to box for me, please, mate? Let's try that. Yeah, we just look a little bit too open in midfield right now. And given that we have the lead, we don't need to be that open. It's been we must have seen every shot on goal as a highlight. It's been a relatively cagey game. Now not in the stroke of half time, boys. Pomgranic gets it clear. Lacazette's going to pick it up. Can we get a foot in here somewhere? No, we can't. And again, down that, was it our left side or our right side? Whatever side that is, they just keep walking in. And it's a stunning strike by Phil Halford. Never heard of him. He must be a regen. And that's a really, really frustrating time to score a goal. Or concede a goal. It's a great time to score a goal. We're going to need to work on defensive shape, I think, aren't we? Who is that? I wonder if we need to tell Coyle to go out there and just mark whoever their wider player is. So there we go. That gets us to the break. Who is this Phil Halford guy? That was quite the strike. Is he a regen? He is most likely, isn't he? A first-year regen. Okay. What do we say to that? It's got to be... don't get complacent out there, I think, doesn't it? We've stressed out Under. You're fine, mate. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I think what we do need to do is maybe tell these guys to go and just... It's more the other side, isn't it? It's not necessarily Brad Darrich. It's Coyle that needs to go out there and mark. Is it Saka? Smith Rowe. So where's that Saka guy playing? He's playing on the right. Okay, so maybe they're switching. Let's just tell them both to do it. They're just finding a little bit too much space in those wide areas, aren't they? So we might do that. You know what else we might do? We might go and press them. We might go and get stuck in as well. Try and stop them from playing if we can. And yeah, let's get back out there. Let's demand a little bit more from them. Bowen and Renier are not having great games. You do wonder if we've kind of pigeonholed Renier into a position he's not particularly good at. Maybe that's not quite going to work. RuPaul again. And yeah, we've just lost our way a little bit here, I think. Let's show some passion. We're looking nervous and anxious. Renier is not having a good game. We're not playing in a position that he's suited to. Let's get Alina on for him. That's fine. We'll leave Jared Bowen out there for now. Renier's just coming back from injury in any case, so we probably ideally don't want him. Let's no pressure, boys. Come on, what's this nervousness? Yeah, we probably ideally don't want him playing 90 minutes in any case. Second half has been a lot more cagey, which is a good thing for us, I think. Let's tighten up. And what we don't want to do is go back level here. Alina has the ball, lumps it forward. It's a good ball for Haaland. He's on a hat-trick, of course. He'll do well to score from here, but Kenny sets a teammate up. It's a decent ball across. It's headed away by the Arsenal defence, and now we're going to get caught on the break here. Oh, we are. Can we get back? Save us! Oh, and Nana does just that. And into touch, mate, for the line out, and let's shut this mofo down. Let's slow it down, and let's be more disciplined. Let's waste time. Oh, one too many clicks there, and there we go. Let's go defensive, and it's a game I don't know we deserve to win, to be honest, but I think, oh, what a time for a highlight. This is the last action. Next goal wins almost. Brad Darrich, just keep possession for me, mate. He goes back, that's fine, for Pomgranic. All the way back for Onana. There's 10 seconds of stoppage time to go. Onana out there for Suter. Suter in for Phillips. Phillips for Alina. Alina, nice ball to find Under in space. Under cuts in. Under! Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, but we hold on for 3 points. You look at the player ratings, and you wouldn't say we didn't deserve it. We definitely defended a lot better second half. But I think they can be a little bit... I'd be annoyed if I was Arsenal. Let me know what you guys think. Well, I mean, we won. That's the main thing. Arsenal amazed that Arsenal failed to win. Yeah, I tend to agree with him, to be honest. Haaland, he just bullied us through that game, didn't he? A header in that second goal that he kind of did from nothing. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. Hello. We don't really need a midfielder, but with transfer window opening up, let me know what you think in the comments where we need to strengthen. But instantly. We don't need midfielders. That's silly. Why am I even looking? We don't need midfielders. That's how I end up with massive squads, isn't it? We have a quick look at the league table. A point back of Man United, 2 points clear of Liverpool, but more importantly, 10 points clear of Leicester City, almost at the halfway mark. So we're in a really, really good place there. So that's it for today. I think what we'll do is we'll come back maybe for... I think what we might do is we might come back for Burnley away and then Chelsea at home. Now, of course, we smashed Chelsea, didn't we, at their place? 5-1, 5 second-half goals. But they're fourth in the league. Otherwise, it's just a little bit too big of a gap, I think, if we come back at the end of the transfer window. So that's what we'll do. It'll be Burnley and Chelsea. We may have a new signing. Make sure you let me know in the comments where you think we need to strengthen. Until next time, guys, I've been Aussie, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.